Ouch. Boing. P.S. This is way easier than I make it look. Just saying. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the brakes, the front brakes on the E61, doing the discs, pads and the brake pad wear sensor. You can try and get away with using the old one if it hasn't been set off, but they always tend to snap in my experience, so yeah, we'll do that as well. Brakes are quite spongy, so what we're going to do probably is run these in, bed them in, and then yeah, so what we'll do is a complete brake bleed in a up and coming video. I'll do a full instructional video how to do that. So yeah, so let's get on with that and crack on, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, first of all, 17mm, let's get this wheel off. Fingers crossed, I've got lucky walnut. I actually have no idea where it is. Oops. For once, an old BMW that's actually had the alloys put on with a decent torque, not done up beyond all belief, which is good. That's nice to know. One locking wheel nut key. If you get stuck with this, most BMW dealers will give you a hand taking these off because they have a master set. So yeah, just go and pop over there and turn up and they'll do it for you in seconds. So don't go and try and weld stuff onto nuts and things. If try them first. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. Right, get the wheel off because I'm lazy. Gun. Right, put them somewhere where I'll probably lose them. Awesome, and they've even got copper grease on there. That's nice. Right, gonna pop this onto the car. Safety first. Right, have a quick check. Pads have got meat on them actually, to be honest with you. But this disc has seen better days, so yeah, still glad I'm doing it. Right, flat-headed screwdriver. Close your eyes and peel this off. Bracket off, don't lose that. Next up, the little caps. Ouch. Always in the way. One. This car's had new arms, looking at that. Do well. Happy days. Let's put all the trackings out a bit. Right. Okay, so next is the Torx bits that go in here. So we'll just do them now. Never ever get this right the first time. Should know by now, I've done so many of these. Nope. T45 looks used, so it feels like it to me. One's cracked. See the top one. You just stay there for a minute, will you? Every time. Where often what happens is you undo the slide pins, they don't come all the way out, so you have to get something there to pry it out, which is quite annoying. It's careful not to damage the threads, that's the only thing. One pin, come on, come out, and it's out. Yay. Right, P.S. this is way easier than I make it look, just saying. Caliper off, that's nice and easy. Sometimes I get stuck on, which is frustrating. One caliper, you're looking at thinking loads of meat, but look at the state at the bottom of that, look. Wow. This is why I never just replace discs or vice versa, just pads, because you know it does all sorts of things to the shape of the actual pads. So oh well, that's going in the bin. Alright, you should hook this up. I'll grab something in a second to do that. That one's not too bad, but we'll change that anyway. Always changing pairs and a cross axle. Right, I just want to say something in regards to discs. Car parts companies make it so confusing, but essentially the rule of thumb is 520, 525 and 530 have the same size discs, and then the 535D, 540 etc doesn't. So yeah, just don't worry too much. I'll put in the description below, I'll put the specs of the disc and stuff, so if you guys ever get stuck or need to look, just go on there and on this video and have a look. But yeah, that's the general rule of thumb, unless obviously it's spec to have, you know, a specialist vehicle in some way, i.e. police car or whatever. Just double check then. But if you've got a customer bog standard 520, 525D, 530D, all the brakes on the front are the same. I'm sure of that. So yeah, just to kind of let you guys know, really put your mind to rest. So first snip. So secondly, then we've got to take off the carrier, and then we're going to take the disc off. So we'll do the carrier first. That is, I think, 18mm. I think so. This is gone. I'll find out. Right, so it is 18mm. Just been stupid. So as you can see here, the brake pad wear sensors come out. The brake pads are nice and thick, so I don't need to change that. So we'll just check it. It should be in perfect condition. Nope. Let's change it. Take that back. Okay, fair enough. Right, so this could be a challenge. Let's have a look. Wires in the way everywhere. ABS sensor is in the way. You're okay there for a second, caliper. Gone. Oh no, can't get in. Fashion manpower. Oh dearie me. Her bolt's in the way. Oh, seriously. Can't even read. Right, I'm back. Ow. Ow. One. Will my gun fit on there? That would be nice. Doubt it. Nope. I'll tell you what, I need a ramp. Awesome. What a way to spend a Sunday. Alright, carrier off. Not bad. Let's have a look at this disc. Yep, seen better days, definitely. Right, let's check the pads to make sure they're correct. They should be. Look good to me. Right, that's destined for the bin. It's okay to me, let's have a look. Just match it up to the original. Spot on, happy days. Alright, this is the point where I use copper grease. Copper grease is your friend. Blop. never do it up too tight, doesn't need to be there, just to hold it in place. Then we need to clean this down, so use brake cleaner. Nice and clean. Some brakes have a painted surface, others have like a greased layer, which stops the disc from going rusty, so that needs to be cleaned off, just because you don't want that on your braking surface. Right, okay, so next to do is put the carrier back on, like so. A massive blob of copper grease. You wouldn't find this on auto dock, would you? Let's be honest. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, really. A 31-year-old bloke in Crocs, trackies and a t-shirt putting brakes on a car and expecting you to actually pay attention to the instructions. What do you reckon? Awesome, that's done up. Another quick spray. My dirty mitts are everywhere. Cool, right. Should I omit this, or should I not? Basically, I hate getting to the brake fluid reservoir on an E60 because you have to take half the car apart. So I always, for some reason, believe that I can get this back on without having to do that. But guess what? I can't. Awesome. Okay, right, so we're going to move to the bonnet area and I'll show you guys how to get to that reservoir, and yeah, we can take the cap off so then we can push the piston back and fit our brake pads in. Right, so what we need to do is take off the pollen filter housing. Then a 13mm to undo. There's a nut, sort of plastic retaining nut here, and unclip the bonnet catch sensor as well, like that. You can tell I've done this before a few times. One, the pollen filter. Good chance maybe to clean this out while you're here as well. This has been out before because down here there is actually normally a little Torx bit, but yeah, missing. Obviously a mechanic like me has been on the job and skipped a bunch of stuff. That slides out like so to reveal this little retainer, which is now loosened that off. Wow, nothing's actually attached in here. Awesome. That comes out like this. Okay. Right, so that's a development that we need to sort out. This is a massive problem with drain plugs. In here, you can see my fishbowl. That needs sorting out ASAP. Let's see, all we need to do now is just undo the cap, pull it out to the side. All of my spider friends will be vacated, and yeah, that will do for now. Then we can go and do the pistons. We'll put all this back at the end once I've done this side. Right, so we need to wind the caliper back. This one's just a push, it's not an actual threaded piston, so yeah, you can struggle. You can use two old pads and a lever between the two. I've actually got a tool to do it. Right, okay, so all I'm going to do here is pull this new pad out, get the flat side of the old pad, put it in upside down, that'll be fine. Slot this in, wind it back. Should have done that first. Like so, pop that back in. Get this plate like that, and then do it up. Oops. I'm going to do actually is take the little end piece off, because that's sometimes quite useless. This is not a BMW specific one, so probably doesn't help. Yep, and that's working. Awesome. Do it as far as it goes, don't force the piston in, it's going to damage the seals. And loosen it off, like that. There you go. Awesome. Right, pop your new one back in. Where has the new one gone? I'm the worst. Oh, it's there. What an idiot. Right. Pop that back on. Slide them over. Nice and easy. There you go. This is where the fun begins. It goes back very quickly. What you can do with these pins is you can get some sandpaper, clean them off if there's any rough edges, because at the end of the day when you come back to it, it'll come out easier. I like to just double check them. And to see how rough they are, but it's good. So all I'll do is get some copper grease, smear it over the sliders and also on the threads, just to give it a chance to come back out again. Right, one in. Right, awesome. So this can be frustrating because this never ever goes back in easily. So what we're trying to do now is locate the holes in the carrier, but it moves around everywhere, which means it doesn't always go in, which hasn't. Hopefully that is somewhere where it should be. In. Wow, on camera it works perfectly. Believe it or not, it's always fought me in the past. I hate you, car. Right. So that's normal for it to move around, it's fine. I hope. No, I'm just kidding, it's fine. Okay, so this, right, so this is what we need to tackle next. It's just a little like clip, nipple that you need to take off, like that. Comes off. Open the box up. On E90s, these are all hidden behind the panels, which is annoying. Open up, and there you go. So what we need to do is unplug this from this end, like that. Bin. As you can see here, look, it's snapped on the end there. So that's why we need to replace it. You probably could get away with using it, but you know, probably best not to. One shiny new one. Clipped in like so. Try and seal it up a bit. Door's not opening. Awesome, there you go. So now we can then route this down to the Little nipple again. Over the top. It doesn't want to go on its little holder. There you go. Right, okay, so that on top. Long way around, idiot. Like so. And there you go, fine. Like that. And this clips directly onto the pad. Like so. Once you brake, that will tighten up. So carriers on nice and tight. Another quick spruce down. That will do. Right. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is just put a dab of copper around the face, because I don't know if you guys have ever done it where you've tried to take your alloy wheel off and you're literally kicking it using a rubber mallet and it doesn't come off. It's very annoying, so this always helps. Awesome. Watch it all pop out again. It's going to definitely 100%. Okay. One disc done, one pad done, one sensor done. Drop it down, torque this side up with manpower. So yeah, you guys aren't going to want to watch this again. So part 2 of this vid, number 2, will be it was going to be brake fluid flush and bleed, but I think the pond is probably more important. So I'll show you guys how to locate the drain plug behind the arch and also up there, and we'll clear it. That's really important. E90s are prone for ECUs getting flooded, and obviously you don't want your vacuum reservoir and fluid reservoir submerged in dirty water. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Pop us a like down below, give us a comment, and click that like and subscribe button, really appreciate it. Join me in a minute in my time, but on the next video we'll go up top and look at the pond, and then obviously finish off the brakes. Catch you in a bit.